I've had some people ask about using and making QR codes. So this is just going to go through a couple different situations where you could use them and how you could make them. Essentially, though, you need to know that a QR code needs to be used with a smart device, either a tablet or a smartphone, and it's sending somebody to a website. And so the examples that we're going to show are ways that you could use these websites and send students or parents to specific sites. So the first thing is, what if there's already a website you want to send them to? So this is an example. This is the Guilford County School Bus Locator now. So I can't just pull this up on the computer anymore and have parents scroll and look through it. One, probably not good for distance, but two, they now have to put the student ID number and they put their last name. So if I put a QR code, you can scan it and you can fill in your information and find your bus number that way. So how I'm going to get a QR code for this website. So the first way that you can do it is you can go up to the toolbar app here, click inside where the address is, and you saw this square up here and it says create QR code for this page. So you can go ahead and click that. It shows you this QR code right here. I'm going to hit download. When I open it, all I'm going to do is copy it. And you have to put it somewhere where you can print it out so that parents or somebody can use it. So you could use a Google Doc, Google Forms, Word, slides. I'm going to use something in Canva. So if somebody, I can put this up, you need your bus number. So all I'm going to do is paste that QR code, resize it, and then I can just print this out and parents can scan it, go to the site and find out what bus number their kid rides this year. So that's one way and one example of why you would use a QR code. So the next thing is another website to show you again how you might use it. If I find the menu for Pierce for this year, I can go to it. And let's say for some reason you try, and when you click up here, you don't see this create a QR code. Actually, I'll show you that with the Google Slides, but so let's make something for the menu so that parents can scan it. They could keep it on the refrigerator so they don't have to save the website, something like that. So let's copy it. And we could make a little card that they could use. Oh, I don't like that size. I'd mess with this more and become obsessed with it because that's what I do. But but let's say we put them together like that, and we could just cut them out as like a bookmark. This is now going to take them to the menu. You can print it and give it to the parents, or you could keep it in your classroom so that you can find the menu every day. Anyway, like that. Ignore the sizing and what's around it, but that's another example. Now, the other thing that they're really good for is if you use Google Slides or Google Docs, you can make anything a website from that. So I'm just going to go through the steps that you need to do in order to send somebody to a Google Slides or Google Doc that you created. So one thing is your contact information. So I would put the school phone number. I could put my Google Voice number. I can copy the website for our Canvas page. I can put my email here. Instead of giving them like a business card that they could take home, I could just give them something that a QR code that would take them here. Okay. So two things with a Google Slide or a Google Doc you need to remember is that you've opened up the sharing. So you want it to say anyone with the link. So if I clicked on this and it told me it wasn't available to other people, I would need to click down here to anyone with this link can view it. That way I know that it won't block them when they go to visit the website. So the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this to the web. So I'm making this a website essentially. So it's not going to take them to the edited version of this. It's going to take them to the live presented version of this. So I'm going to need this website in order to make the QR code. So I'm just going to copy that. Okay. So this is the other way that you can make the QR code is I go to a website called QR Code Generator. And all you need to do, you don't need to sign in or log in. You just paste the the website in there, and it's creating a QR code. You hit download. It's working on downloading it. You don't have to click on any of this. Just let it think. I'm going to move that. There it is. Just going to copy this QR code that they gave me. And I'm going to paste that right here. I'm going to size it. And I can print these, laminate them, put a magnet on the back, and give them out at open house. That way, anytime somebody scans it, it'll take them straight to your contact information. They can click on the website or click on your email address if they need to. So that's another way that you can use the Google slide. And that's the example of if you don't have a bar that has that generate QR code, you're using a website called QR Code Generator. And there's probably other ones out there. So somewhere in the classroom that I could use it if I wanted, when kids were done, to go to this math multiplication review tower, that they could use these different sites. Again, I make sure it's shareable, and then I publish to the web. I copy that link. I use that QR Code Generator website. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to enter that website here. Okay. I can download one that says Scan Me. It'll take just a second, and then it'll show up at the bottom. And then I'm just going to copy it. And you might have a poster or something that they can go up to with their iPad and scan. Once they're finished with something, you could put this in the room so that it's something they could do when they're done. So those are how to create the QR codes the two different ways, either by using the toolbar or the QR code generator. And if you have any questions, just let me know.